Welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. Thank you for joining us this evening here. We're going to get started, and today we're going to build a vCard for a beautician, which I had someone ask me this week if we had any good vCards for beauticians, and I thought, that's a great question because what a fabulous business, someone who really can use a vCard. Beauticians will often move between salons. Some of them will work from home even. They'll be appointment only. Maybe they'll do it part-time. Maybe they'll do it full-time for a while. And they could really use a business card so their clients can keep track of them. So today we're going to build a vCard for a beautician. But if you're new to vCard, this is applicable to you too, because we're going to show you the steps to get your vCard going. We're going to show you how easy it is for you to take a very basic vCard and turn it into a great vCard in just a few minutes. And then I'm going to show you some of the more advanced features that show you how to add things. Like your vCard is also like a website for you. You can add pages to your vCard. You can add video. There's so much you can do, and we're going to do that today. So let's get started here. I've got a basic vCard waiting for us to work on today. And let me go and jump over to that card here. So this is what your card looks like if you're brand new. Not much on it, not much that I'd want to share, but within a few minutes you can turn this into a card that you can start to share, something that will actually promote your business. At the bottom of your card, I want to point out something. There's this link here. It says owner link. It's just a quick way to get to the login page. And the login page is vCard Global. So you're going to the vCard Global page, and we're going to go to the login here. And you're just going to use your username and your password here. And then you just log in. Let's see here if I can get in there. All right, so here we are in our back office, as we like to say. And in order to get to the part where you want to edit your card, it's over here. And that is on the right-hand side. Click on Design and Edit Your vCard. Let's click on that. And this jumps us over into our dashboard. Now, your dashboard is just going to have one card when you first start. But as you'll see, my dashboard has lots of cards, okay? And we're going to just pick my card here and get started. So I've got another dashboard over here. I'm going to click on my Beautician card. And if you're new to vCard, that should automatically open what's called the vCard Wizard. And it's a step-by-step process that builds the card for you. If it doesn't open the wizard, we also have this little button here. It says Setup Wizard. It's in blue. And I'm just going to click that now. I'm going to click on the Setup Wizard, and I'm going to start this process. Okay, so here we're going to get started. And in step 1 here, we're going to add our contact info. In step 2, we're going to add our social media. In step 3, we're going to upload a photo, logo, and step 4, we'll choose a design. So here's where we add our contact info. And let's see here. She might, she's already got her first name, her last name, her emails come through. And you can add here also your business name or your job title here. And I'm going to add the job title here, Beautician. And then I'm going to put in my address. Now, she works for a salon. She may have an address where she meets people at, so that's what she would put here. And I will point out that when you're putting in your address, if you work from home, and you don't want people to come to your location, then you probably will just leave the address here blank. But at least put in the city and the state and the country, because that shows where in the world you're located. It helps people know that. If you do have a physical location where people meet you at, such as an office or a retail location, you'll want to click on this button here. It says Show Map It button. It adds a Map It button to the card so that people, when they click it, it will open up the navigation technologies on their phone, and it will take them directly to your location. So the next section here is website. Now, the great thing about vCard is it is a website. You don't actually need a website if you have vCard. It will act as your website, and it's perfect for a beautician that way. And then we have your phone number. This is how your phone number looks when you first sign up. Please add a few dashes. Let's make that easy for people to read, okay? You can add more than one phone number. You can add your Skype address. You can add a fax number here. I'll add a fax number here now. And the other great thing about vCard is whenever Lisa here updates his contact information, anyone who has her business card, like all of her clients, they will automatically have her updated information. So that is a very powerful thing about vCard. She can move, she can work at different salons, she can change her phone number if she needs to. She will always be able to stay in touch with her clients because her vCard will always be updated. So that is just really such a great thing. Let's continue to the next page here, and this is where Lisa can aggregate all of her social media in one place. And we're going to add some social media right now, and she may have like an Instagram account with all of her pictures and so forth. Since this is going to be a demo account, I'm just going to grab our vCard Global Facebook page, and what I do is I highlight the URL. I'm doing this obviously on a desktop computer, and when you set up your vCard too, I recommend that you do it on either a desktop or laptop. Don't try to do it on your mobile phone. It's just a little too cumbersome at this time. We are working on a more, an easier mobile version, but the system works best right now for you to do it on a computer. So let's right click on this, and I copy that. I bring it back over to the editor, and I right click and I paste it in the Facebook feed. I'm going to do the same here for YouTube. I'm going to right click, copy this information, bring it back over here, and I'm going to right click and paste that information into YouTube. And we've got 16 different social media. It aggregates all your social media in one place. She would probably have a Pinterest board and an Instagram account, I would guess, as well. So let's just give her an Instagram account just for the fun of it. And I'm just going to put Instagram in there. So there we go. And then we have the section here for Reach Me Online. And this is for people who really use these communication profiles to chat with people, such as Skype, right? Zoom, so we could put our Zoom meeting ID here. We could put our join.me ID here as well, information, how to get in touch with each other. So this is your communication, Reach Me Online, your chat profiles. And then we have another section here called Important Links. I really like this section because it allows you to put in links about your business. So let's say that she also, maybe she has a Flickr account, right, with her portfolio. So of all the different weddings that she has done. So she might say, she may have in the portfolio section here, all the weddings I have worked for, right? And then she may just have a link here to her Flickr account. Okay, and so that's how you add the listing. If you use this plus sign, it will add another one. And we have a lot of folks who will do that for real estate. Real estate agents will add their residential listings, their commercial listings, or they'll even add a link to a property. So they might put here, you know, 4849 Southeast Division Street, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, you know, 35, you know, $350,000, right? And then over here, they would put a link to that property. So that's one way of using this important link section if you're a real estate agent. The portfolio is great for people like Lisa, and, you know, it also could be for obviously an artist, contractors, architects, you know, anyone who has pictures of their work. Now, Lisa does have an online appointment setter that she uses. So book an appointment online. And then I've got her link to her appointment center over here. So let's go and grab that. There's lots of third-party systems out there that will allow you to, you know, take online appointments. So we're going to pull up this one here. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Interesting. Well, I was trying to grab it. Let's see here. I'll show you one. There we go. So here it is. We'll just use this. So this shows you sort of a link here, and this might be her online appointment system. And there's lots of them out there. You can just Google it and find different ones for different industries. So you would take the link to your appointment center, and you would paste it in so that people could click easily make an appointment with you. If you are an author or a teacher or a life coach or whoever you are that may have some books that you want to promote, you can put all those books on your vCard. These important links will show up on the home page of your vCard. So it just makes it really convenient. If you have books that you often refer to people or that you like to sell, you can put in the name of the book and then a link to it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever it is that you sell it. And it can even be your affiliate link, so you can earn some cash on that. Obviously, your online stores, this is great for anyone who has an eBay store, Etsy store, Amazon store. If you're a distributor and you have multiple distributor websites that you use, you can have direct links here, and they can be right there all on your vCard. And then finally, the section here, please support. This is for causes you support, whether it's a church, whether it's a nonprofit, whether it's, donate to the Red Cross for hurricane relief, right? Or Puerto Rico, or, Houston, or wherever we want to put that. And then you would put whatever it is, that you're donating. You put that here. You put a link to your thing. I've done this too. I've seen it for sponsorships too, fundraisers. You say, please sponsor me, and then you put a link to your sponsor link here. So this is a nice section here, the please support section. And then anything that didn't fit in these sections above, you have this additional sites, and you can add that there. Let's continue to the next section where we're going to upload a picture. And let's click on Add My Picture. We're going to upload. So I'm on my computer now, and I am going to go and find my folder here. And then I am going to grab my photo. I was deciding who our profile of Lisa Phelps was going to be. We had so many to choose from here. I think we're just going to go with, let's just go with this gal here. All right. She may be a little young for our beautician. I'm not sure. All right. So there we go. And it looks like I may be having a little bit of an internet issue here. I'm just going to stand up and move for a second. I'm going to mute it, and I'm going to go to an area that may be a little close to the router. I'm not sure why we're having that issue. Hopefully that will resolve it. Okay, that seems to have resolved it. So we've added our media image here, and we now need to name our profile image. The reason why you name the photos when you add them into vCard is because you can then search for them later. Especially, we've got people who have like lots and lots of photos, hundreds of photos. So I'm going to click Save File. And that has added my image here. Now, if you have a logo, you would load your logo, but I'm assuming that most of our beauticians probably don't have, unless they're working for a specific salon, they may not have a logo. So that's okay, but she can add one at any time if she wants to. I'm going to continue then to the next section here where we get to choose a design. And look at this. So you can see here how much we've done. So we've got her picture here, and then we've got all of her information. We've got our Map It button so we can get to her when we're ready for our appointment. We've got our social media. Let's just keep scrolling down here. We've got her portfolio, her online, book an appointment with her, and she wants us to donate to the Red Cross. All of that we did in just a few minutes, and now we get to choose a design. So these are all our design choices. When you click on one, it changes. You can see here the buttons change. Isn't that fun? The colors change, the buttons change. We can try different backgrounds here, different colors. We can find something that Lisa just loves, right? There's so many different choices in here. So she can go through and pick the one that she just thinks is best for her. And then the other thing is if she wanted to later on, she can customize this too. She can choose a different design and create a fully customized look for herself. She can use her own background image if she wants. Let's see here. So classic, let's just find something. I think a lot of beauticians like to do things in black. And I think maybe this little green button, I like that. This sounds like something that she might use. It makes their pictures pop. So we've got our design, and then we come down here in the blue button for finish. That just gets us out of the wizard. And now this card is live, okay? So congratulations, Lisa. She's got her live card. I want to point out a few things now that we're back on the editor homepage here. And that is the name of her card is Beautician Demo, and her security code is 41499, and she needs that when she's using the vCard app. So she can set up the vCard Global Mobile app, which I highly recommend. It is a fabulous tool for sharing your own vCard and sharing others that you network with. So you want to download the app, and when you set it up, you want to use your vCard name and your security code. And all of your contacts that you add to the app will be saved in there. So if you, for some reason, when you get a new phone in the future, or if you need to log into another device, you just use that same name and that same security code, and all your contacts will be there. Any notes that you've made and any groups that you've created. The other thing that is great about the app is it makes it very easy for you just to text the card to someone or email the card to someone. And we allow you to create custom messages that go with the card. So you don't have to type up the card, a little message every time. The custom message is already there. You say, share this card, and then you can choose which message you want to send. We have people who will have more than one business card in their vCard app. Or they'll, share their card, their spouse's card, and maybe a good friend's card all the time. So they'll have some default messages when they're sending out those cards to people. And that's all through the app. So again, I do recommend that, and I've got a nice video too on how the app works, which I'll show you here shortly. The other thing that I want to point out here that's pretty important, people like, is you have an option here to show the footer links, which is down here. That's actually the navigation. So right now we just have one page called Home, and soon we'll have more. So I'm going to check that to show the footer links. And then this allows you to turn on and off that orange button at the bottom. So if you're one of our advisors and you're promoting vCard, you earn money when people say, oh, that's a great looking card. So Lisa could just passively even just sign up as an advisor. And anytime someone said, oh, great, Lisa, that's a really nice card. Where do I get one? And a beautician knows a lot of other beauticians. They would want one too. So she can just be like, well, click on the Get a vCard Like Mine button. And she would walk them through the process. That's really the best way to sign someone up, is show them your card and then get them to click on that card and just go through the process of signing up. And some of you, I'm sure, have done that recently. And we thank you. We're so glad that you've joined vCard. So you can turn that button on and off just by clicking that there, okay? Let's go through the next tab here, which is the contact info. This repeats all of that contact information that we just updated here. So if Lisa needs to change her phone number or change an email address or change her address, this is where she comes to do that. It's just right here on the contact info tab. And obviously here's the social media links, and then here's her picture and her logo. So she changes that here as well. If she wants to change her design, she just comes back in here and she can change her design. She can say, oh, I really want to do the vCard black with the bigger buttons on there. Or, gee, I've never used this design before, actually. There's the vCard black and there's the oval buttons. That's interesting. So you have a lot of different choices here, right? Lots of different button styles. We'll try oval tonight. I have never used that one before. That's kind of fun. And then And then the next tab over is called the page editor. Now this is where you can turn your vCard into a full website for your business, all right? Right now we just have a home page, but we can add some other pages for Lisa. So you see this little blue button here, it says just add a page. I'm gonna click on that, and we're gonna walk through the process of adding a few pages. So we'll add About Lisa. We'll add a page for gallery. We could have a page for services. We could add a page for book online, which I will actually link. I'll make that an outside link. Book online. And then let's also add maybe a contact page so she can add. So we've got quite a few pages. You see how easy that was to add pages? And then if you want to change what a page says, you just click on the name of the page, and then you come back up here and you can say book an appointment. And then you click change name. So that's how you add your pages. And then you can reorder your pages by just moving them up and down, okay? So these little up and down arrows allow you to move your pages around. So let's add some content to our pages now. So we've just added our pages over here, and then the center is where we add our content, and then over here on the right-hand side is where we view what we've just added. So I'm thinking here that what I really like to add in any sort of vCard is I like to add either a personal testimonial, or I love to add a video where Lisa would talk about being a beautician and why she loves it and how she wants to help you, right? So one of the things that you would do is you would create that video yourself on your phone, and you would just load it into YouTube, and lots of people do that. So we can just do a quick search here, even beautician video. Yeah, let's just see what we got there. I bet you we'll see a bunch of them. So there's lots of beauticians. Beauticians just love to do videos. And they are really cool. They don't need to be long here. So there's this one here. I like this here. This is perfect. Oh, this is too long, actually. I thought this was a minute long. So I thought I saw, so your video that you want to do shouldn't be more than 2 minutes long at most, okay? Ideally, even under 60 seconds. And it can just be you talking to the camera and telling us, you know, why you want to be a, you know, why you're a beautician. So here, this is a good one. And this is just probably this woman. She's probably just telling her story. Oh. We'll use this video, but your video, all you need to do is talk directly to the camera and tell us why it is that you do what you do and why you want to help those people. It definitely will help your business. I have used it myself, and I have seen it produce results, whereas someone has seen my vCard, seen the video, and basically I tell people it literally will close the deal, closes the sale before you've even talked to them, because you can connect to people through video. So let me show you how to add video to your card. You click on this share button, and this is on YouTube again, remember? So you click on a share button, and we're looking for something called embed code. You grab this embed code here, and then you will click, this is the embed code here. And you want to make sure that we uncheck show suggested videos when the video finishes, because what it will do is it will not only after this beautician video is over, it will show us another video and another video, and they're not always your videos is what they show. So you want to make sure that you uncheck this when you're using YouTube, and then you highlight, copy the embed code, and let's bring it back over to the editor, and let's add it to our card. So we click on add a new block, and then these are our blocks that we get to add. We've got this top block as a text block. We've got an image block, photo gallery and slideshow, And then this fourth block is for video. These top 4 blocks are the ones that you're going to be using a lot. So let's click on video. And then we're just going to right click and paste our video here. And you can see, there we go, our video has been added. So there is our video, and here it is on our card as well. So that's how easy it is to add video. Now let me show you how to add some text to your card as well. So let's go over to the About Lisa page, and I'm going to click on Add a New Block, and I'm going to click on the text block. And I'm going to put a little title here, About Lisa Phelps. Now, whenever you're doing a title, you can just highlight it and see this formats. Under formats, you have some different heading styles. I'm going to do this. I could do a heading 1 or heading 2. And this just takes it and creates basically what I would call a headline. And now I'm going to go, I've got some text already written up about Lisa, so I'm going to go and grab that here. And I'm just going to highlight the text from my Word doc, right click, copy this text, bring it back over here, right click. Oh, now if you get this little message here on Firefox, all you have to do is click a little bit closer to the cursor there, and that fixes the problem. And then just press paste. So there, I like the way my copy looks. I'll click About. Now, when you are writing for the web, you do want to make sure that you write in small little paragraphs. It just makes it easier for people to read. You can use bullet pointed lists as well, and you can bold things. Let's add a picture, another picture of Lisa here. So you can go back to image, and I would usually use like a different image than a profile image, but this is the only one I have of this woman, so I'm going to use this one for right now. And the picture is in the media library already because it's been uploaded. So you'll click on that, and look at all these pictures. You're like, Sheree, where did these come from? Well, these are the other cards I have in the account. We actually will allow you to share images with your other cards here. And that's one of the requests that we had, so you don't have to upload them twice, okay, or 3 times. Once you've loaded an image into vCard, you can use it on all your cards without having to reload it. I'm going to click on Add Image, and wow, that's a really kind of big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. You see here, you have this ability to go up and down with your photos and resize them. So you can size them however you want. And I think that looks pretty good. I like that page. Actually, let's go back to the home page too and look at that image. That's all right. We can also maybe make that a little bit smaller. There we go. So that is how you would reload an image and add some text. Let's see what else that we can add. Let's add a little more text here for our services page. So again, we're going to click on Add a New Block. We're going to click on the text. And I'm going to go back over to my Word doc where I'm going to grab the text. I personally prefer using the Word doc for my text. And the reason I do is in case my internet connection goes down, you know, I'm having issues, or, you know, I lose my session. If I'm editing my copy, I won't lose my text. If I edit it here offline, I'm going to be okay. If I do it online, sometimes there can be problems. So I'm going to copy my text here, and I'm going to bring it back over to the editor, and I'm going to right click and paste my text here. And now I just get to come in here and do a little bit of formatting. I'm going to highlight, cut, and style, and I'm going to give this, I think, a header 2. And then I've got my women's cut. Actually, I think I'll give that a header 2, and I think I'm going to give cut and styling a header 1, which is supposed to be a little bit bigger, right? So we'll see how that looks. And then I've got, let's see here, we have the blowout style. I'm going to make that a header 2 as well. I got too much spacing here. So you have to kind of come into your text editor and do a little bit of formatting, however you want to do it. And it's a pretty simple text editor, very similar to, you know, what you're used to using when you're working, you know, typing up an email. Honestly, it's very similar to that. Same sort of tools that you might have. Let's click Add and see what this looks like. And there we go. So I could also do, you know, a little bit of styling on here. Like, let's say I want to change this color here. I think I kind of want to make it like that green color. I'm going to show you something fancy. So on the developer tools on Firefox, I'm going to grab the eyedropper right here because I want to get this color green. I'm going to grab that color green, and then I'm going to highlight this text here, and I'm going to change the text color. I can choose a custom color, and now I can paste that color that I just found here. And I just click OK. Oh, there it did. It did do it. You can't see it yet because we haven't made it. I'm going to change that to that color as well, and men's cut to that color green. And now let's save it and see what it looks like. So there it is. I've changed the color. Maybe it's a little hard to read on the black. You know, I might brighten it up a little bit now. It's probably what I should do just to make it a little brighter. Actually, what I probably want is more like this link color that we're using. Let me see if I can eyedrop that real quick. But you can see here, this is just it's on all the Firefox. It's just a developer. You go to eyedropper. I use it all the time if I want to do custom colors. And I know a lot of folks have a lot of fun with vCard. They just love doing this type of stuff. I see some amazing cards, and a lot of people are doing this type of styling. So I just want to let you know. I mean, you've got lots of just colors you could pick yourself, but if you wanted to do something that was exactly the same, you know, that matched, you could. So we can add this color here. And then I just highlight it, and I just keep going back and choosing that color. So that's just fun. I want to make this page look good. And then, you know, honestly, to make it look better, I want to add a picture too. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to go and click on image, and then I'm going to upload an image. So let's see here. I think I've got a picture of the salon. So let's click that. Let's add the picture of the salon there. There we go. All right, so we got a picture of her salon, and we got her cuts and styles. This is really coming along. I'm happy with this. Now let's add some pictures to her gallery, and this is fun. So we're going to go add a new block. You have a few choices. I like to just add one image after another. Other folks like to do the photo slideshow. It works the same way. I'll add some images now, and we can also do a slideshow too. So we're going to upload a few images here, and all you do is you click on the image you want. And again, I have to name it, but I'll say Gallery 1. Save. And you can put a caption on these as well. I might make that just a teeny bit smaller, and then I'm going to just add another image. So I'm going to just keep adding her images. Oop, I don't want to do the photo gallery. I want to do the image here. I'm going to click on that again. And I'll just upload another image here. So we've got this image here. And you can see here how you can start to add your images in here. And the thing is you can have really a very long page when you're working with the web. That's absolutely acceptable because today people scroll. They'll scroll down the page. It used to be this thing that you weren't allowed to do, but now it's okay to have a nice long, you can have a long page, a long vCard, it's just fine. And then, like I said, I kind of like to resize these so they're all about the same size there. I think they'll look better that way. And then I'm going to add one more image here just so you get the sense of it. And then I'll show you how we can add a slideshow as well. So we'll upload one more image. We've got this picture of the guy. So let's do his image. And there we go. Now, one thing I want to show you too that I haven't pointed out yet is when you're working on images, I'll click this pencil, by the way, it's an edit button. It's on all our blocks. You click on the edit button, it opens that up. If you wanted to, you can link an image to an external website. So you can link it. If you had a picture of a product here and you said, or buy now or whatever, you can link it, the picture of the product, to that product on another website. You also can link this picture to another page on your website. So that just makes it really easy to add links to other pages as well. just wanted to point that out. And obviously you can also add a caption. We do full men's cuts and, let's just say, cuts and shaves, I guess, or whatever. So you can add your little caption here. We press save. You see, and there we go. We've got our little caption there. Now let me show you how you can add a gallery. And click Add New Block and go Photo Gallery. It works the same way. It's really quite easy to do and quite fun. You would, again, click on Upload if you want to add multiple images. So we've got a few others that we haven't used here. We'll click on this one. And then we have to name it. And then here we come back and let's upload another one. When you're doing a gallery, I do recommend that you have images that are the same height. It makes it look better if they are all about the same exact height. So you don't want to use a bunch of vertical ones with horizontal images. You can, it doesn't, you know, there's nothing to stop you, but I just think it looks better when they are all about the same height. So we'll just add these 3 in here and you'll get a sense of it. And then you click Add right here, add the slideshow. And here you go. We've got a slideshow. So lots of options for working with pictures on your vCard. And I definitely recommend add lots and lots of pictures to your vCard. Now, book an appointment. I want to link out to my appointment page, okay? So all I need to do is I'm going to highlight my appointment page here, right-click, copy this information, and then I'm going to come back over here to the editor, and the page itself can link to an external link. So this little icon here, it says link, and it's a chain link, so that should give you that hint as well. Click on that. You can have it linked to an outside page. So I'm going to click paste here, and then I will apply that. So there, we've got our page here for booking an appointment. And then finally, we've got our contact page here. Let's add some content for that. We're going to add here a contact form. I haven't showed you that yet, so we'll do that now. It is right down here. It's called contact form. Below contact form, you have the ability also to add an event. They both work very similar. This is an event where people can RSVP, and you can have map it buttons on your event. It's a really nice little service here. It's a great way to promote your events. Soon, you'll be able to follow someone. If you are the type of person you're putting on lots of events, people can follow you and they'll be notified every time you add a new event. So that's another thing that's pretty nice. The other thing too that's coming out here shortly is the ability to create a coupon and have people follow you when you update those coupons. So Lisa may run specials throughout the year, and like if things are slow, she can run a special, and any of her clients who are following her would receive a notification that she's got a special running and they should contact her, right? So those are some of the blocks here. Obviously, we have lots of different types of blocks and information that you can add here, and really it's just great to go into vCard and explore and see what you can do. So in this case, let's add our contact form. And it asks us to name the form, and the reason it does is because you can have more than one contact form. So for a realtor, they might have a buyer's form and a seller's form, and then this allows you to look up the form later on and see what kind of information, who's responded to your form. It will email your information to you, so let's do Lisa Phelps's email address here. And if she had additional, someone else she wanted to receive these emails, she just add a comma and then add another email address right after it. Then she chooses first name, last name. She could get their email address. She might just want their phone number. And then this is a field down here that she can choose. We're choosing the fields to go on our form here. She can have service needed. So she can ask a question. And then she clicks add. And so this has created our little form here. Let's just make it a little more interesting, and let's add a sort of call to action above it that says like contact Lisa. Please contact me if you have any questions. I love to do weddings, please please contact me early so I can get your big day on my schedule. So something as simple as that. We can turn this into a headline here, contact Lisa. We'll turn that into, let's say, an H1. We click add, and you can see here we've added that contact. Now, let's say we want to add also maybe another image here just to make this page look a little more interesting. So we'll click on image again, and we can upload another image. Let's do this gal here. And we'll go gallery, save. So we've got her image on here, and that's okay, but maybe we want to put this image at the top. So you see that we have these up and down arrows as well. You can move blocks around. So I'm going to just move this image right up here to the top. And there we go. So we've created a pretty nice vCard, folks, in just a short time here. Whenever you're working with your vCard, you need to publish those changes. See how it's red here? You need to click publish. Let's click publish now, and let's go see our live card. So here we are on our drop-down menu. We can see all of the pages that we set up. You can also find all of those pages down here in the footer because we have the footer links on. So we can go through. We've got our About Lisa page, not bad. We've got our services page. That looks pretty good too. I like our gallery. Lots of really nice, interesting images in here. The book appointment's going to take us off the site, though I'm not sure the link I'm using really works, so it probably doesn't. I'm going to find something else that will give that sense for people later on. This card will be used in our gallery too, just so you know. I'm going to add it to that. And then we have our contact page. So that is our presentation tonight. I want to show you, though, if you need any extra help with your vCard, I have a tutorial section here in the orange. There is something I told you in the beginning. Remember I talked about the vCard Global Mobile app? So these are some tutorials that we have on editing the vCard, just some more details on things that you may have missed here. Also in our vCard Global page here, we have the mobile app, and we have a nice video here that you can find. It's also on our YouTube channel too, but there's a nice video here on how to use the app and get it set up as well. So yeah, again, thank you all for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time. Welcome to vCard. And I typically take some questions here at the end, so I'm happy to do so. If you'd like to ask those questions now, we will do so. Otherwise, you are have a great evening. The next workshop I have is on Saturday night. So I will put this recording